Hey friend, I want you to really listen today. If you're wanting to go into the new year the right way, this video is for you. If you're tired of making promises to yourself that you can't seem to keep, this video is for you. If you're ready to really become the new or better you want to be, this video is for you. Whether you're driving in your car, at home cleaning, or just sitting and reflecting, ready to take on the new year in a better way, listen to this video with an open heart and even a journal and pen if you can. In this video, we're going to talk about some ways to actually prepare for the new year in a way that doesn't feel like a chore or that is overwhelming. But first, take a breath for a moment, not the rushed kind, a real one. Because if you're watching this, you're probably not looking for hype or pressure. You're not trying to rush into a new you overnight. You're here because you want to be better prepared, more grounded, more aligned, not just for a new year, but for a new chapter. Preparing for 2026 isn't about reinventing yourself in January. It's about positioning yourself now so you don't carry the same weight, habits, or confusion forward. This is about a quiet reset, a thoughtful reset, a realistic reset. Let's talk about how to actually prepare mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and practically. First, release the pressure to figure everything out. One of the biggest mistakes people make at the end of the year is believing they need a full life blueprint before January arrives. You don't need a 10-year plan. You don't need to know every step. You don't need to have it all together. What you do need is clarity on what you're no longer willing to carry. Before you plan forward, ask yourself, what drained me this year? What patterns kept repeating? What did I tolerate that cost me peace? What habits quietly held me back? Preparing for 2026 starts with honesty, not ambition. Second, clean up your inner world before you clean up your schedule. A lot of people try to reset their life by buying planners, changing routines, setting aggressive goals. But if your mind is cluttered, your calendar won't save you. Take time to check in with your inner world. Are you still carrying resentment? Are you holding guilt from things you've already learned from? Are you stuck in comparison? Are you moving from fear instead of faith? You can't step into a new year with clarity if your thoughts are constantly pulling you backward. Preparing for 2026 means forgiving yourself, releasing emotional baggage, letting go of versions of you that no longer fit. Not everything needs closure. Some things just need distance. Third, decide who you are becoming, not just what you're doing. This matters more than goals. Instead of asking, what do I want to accomplish in 2026? Ask, who do I want to be more consistent as? How do I want my life to feel? What kind of energy do I want to bring into rooms? What version of me handles stress better? What version of me makes healthier decisions? Becoming comes before building. When you focus on identity, habits follow, boundaries follow, discipline follows, confidence follows. A calm, disciplined, emotionally grounded version of you will naturally create better outcomes without burnout. Fourth, simplify before you add more. Preparation is subtraction before expansion. Look at your life and ask, what am I overcommitted to? What no longer aligns with my capacity? What obligations feel heavy instead of purposeful? You don't need more responsibilities. You need better alignment. Preparing for 2026 might look like fewer conversations, fewer distractions, fewer explanations, fewer emotional attachments that drain you. Peace is a form of preparation. Fifth, build routines that support your future self. You don't need extreme discipline. You need repeatable rhythms. Ask yourself, what would make my days feel less chaotic? What small habit would change my energy? What would help me feel more grounded? This could look like a simple morning routine, a weekly reset day, journaling a few nights a week, consistent sleep, intentional breaks. Preparing for 2026 doesn't mean doing more. It means doing what matters consistently. Sixth, get honest about your environment. Your environment shapes your behavior more than motivation ever will. Take inventory. Who has access to you? What content are you consuming daily? What spaces do you spend the most time in? If you want a better year, your environment has to support it. That might mean spending less time around negativity, being more selective with your energy, curating what you listen to and watch, creating quiet spaces where you can think clearly. Your environment is either preparing you or draining you. Seventh, shift from reaction to intention. A lot of people don't feel behind. They feel reactive, always responding, always catching up, always adjusting. Preparing for 2026 means learning how to move with intention. That looks like pausing before responding, choosing rest without guilt, planning your weeks instead of reacting to them, making decisions from clarity, not urgency. Slow doesn't mean stuck. Slow means intentional. Eighth, prepare spiritually, not just practically. Even if you're not religious, this matters. Preparation isn't only external, it's internal alignment. Take time to reconnect with what grounds you. Reflect on what you believe. Spend time in silence. Pray, meditate, or journal. Ask for guidance instead of forcing outcomes. Faith, in any form, teaches you trust, and trust changes how you move through uncertainty. Preparing for 2026 means believing that you don't have to control everything to move forward. Ninth, let go of the version of you that survived and make room for the version that thrives. This is important. The version of you that got through hard seasons deserves honor, but not the steering wheel forever. Survival mode helped you cope. It's not meant to define your future. Preparing for 2026 means asking, what would it look like to live from peace instead of pressure? What would it look like to choose softness without losing strength? What would it look like to stop bracing for impact? You don't have to carry armor into a season that's meant to be gentle. Finally, give yourself permission to prepare quietly. Not every shift needs to be announced. Not every goal needs to be shared. Not every reset needs validation. Some of the most powerful transformations happen privately. Let this be a quiet season of alignment, a season of refinement, a season of intentional preparation. You're not late. You're not behind. You're not forgotten. You're not lacking. You're not missing anything. You're positioning yourself. God is aligning you. You are becoming the very person you were created to be. The truth is, you've always been that person. There has just been attacks, tricks, and schemes from the enemy that has overtaken you and distracted you from walking in who you truly are. God didn't make a mistake when He made you. You are beautiful. You are blessed. You are purposed. You are needed. It doesn't matter when you're watching this video, whether it's before the new year or after. You can restart, reset, or reclaim your life as long as you are living. Do all the things you need to do for you to become the best version of yourself you can be. Before you go, I want you to hear this. You don't have to rush into the next year to prove anything. You are allowed to prepare slowly, quietly, and intentionally. Every small step you're taking right now matters, even the ones no one else sees. God isn't asking you to sprint into the next season. He's asking you to trust Him as you prepare. Every quiet decision you're making now is positioning you for what's next. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is late. You're being guided even when it doesn't feel loud. Again, you're not behind. You're becoming more aligned. And that kind of growth always lasts. If this message grounded you, take a moment to sit with it. Journal some thoughts that stood out and how you can apply them to your plan. Share this with someone who's also preparing quietly or who needs to hear a more practical and peaceful way to reset their life for the new year, or just in general. And if you want more calm, faith-rooted encouragement like this as we move toward a new year and beyond, you're welcome to stay. Subscribe and stay tuned for more. This is Soft Heart, Strong Spine, where we prepare with clarity, not chaos.